That might be better with... No. Anyway, welcome back once again, Wizards. It's a one-er challenge, but what we're really trying to do is make it to sub 250 turns. You were playing with Asher N and Helldivers? Nice. That man is the French Rambo. Yeah, Ash is great. So I think, as far as super quick goes, our two options are what we were just trying before, which is Hate Bolts. I'm tempted to just do this again. The problem is Fire and Dark, very exceedingly common resistances on later floors. Exceedingly common resistances. Fiends always have Dark, and a lot of them share Fire with that Dark. So we have to be very, very careful with level selection, and even then, I feel like on the last one, Flesh Colossus ruined it. Had we not chosen a floor with a Flesh Colossus, we would have been just fine. That thing took 80 turns. 80! We need to be under 12 per floor, ideally. The other option, though, is Ion Tentacles, which is Arcane and Lightning. Those are not quite as common, especially not together. It starts at one target and goes up to, I believe, 7 targets? It gets one target per turn, as you can see. Increases by 1 each turn for the first half, and then goes down by 1 after that. So as we increase number of targets, we'll start with more, go up to more, and then go back down. And the damage is 7. So it's lower damage to start, and there are no upgrades for it. But it's an enchantment, which means in the skills department, if we could find a good hardy pet, we could have 2 copies of it going. If we get 3 pets and we're willing to waste a charge of it, we can have 3 copies of it going. We could really spread the damage out. It has a potentially higher ceiling, but it will start probably a little slower. So we might need to, like, catch up. But I think I want to try the Hate Bolts way one more time. Because that does feel like... That feels like the easier way. 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn, 4 turns. And we just want to really ramp up number of targets and damage as quickly as we can. And if we're really lucky, we can maybe find a wand that is, for all the sorcery damage you do, blank happens. Alright, Row of Agony. That's not bad. Soul Mail is a great way to just make sure we're rolling in health without too much problems. We can get 2 shields. We got a bunch of resist. Any one of those would be good. 2-headed snakes are a bummer. %. We're doing what? 14 right now. Yeah, there's been a lot of snow. This is the easier floor. Or should I say faster floor. Even if we're not going to benefit necessarily from any of this stuff. Yeah, no benefit at all for picking up any of these things, but everything here will die in one hit, and it's a somewhat mazy layout. We want mazy layouts. We have 1 mana potion, so this should be fine. One more cast, which is a bummer. Cool. We're at 11 turns. What's going on, Joe? I'm trying to beat this game in under 250 turns. It is a rough challenge. but I think I know what I'm doing now. Where have you been, Joe? I've been wanting to dive with you, but you've been offline so much. Off having a life and stuff. Disgusting. How are you? There's like new stuff, new horrible bugs in Helldivers. They are brutal. Alright, boggarts are shielded. But otherwise, breath stealers go down in 1. Ooh, went for a skiing trip. Nice. How was it? Have you been skiing before? I wish that was a little bit mazier. What about here? Again, not quite as mazy as I want it. First time was like 20 years ago, so basically your first time then. It felt like it was the very first time. Of course. Here? What about here? How about here? Over here? Alright, Fire Lords. We want that one first. We're at 14 damage. Now we're at 26 damage. Robe of Fire is not a bad grab. You did the bunny slopes and then a couple of greens. You're allowed to ski on greens? Then you made the mistake of doing some blues with a friend. Oh, right, the difficulty coloring. I must have been going 50 miles per hour at one point. That sounds both terrifying, but also, like, exhilarating. Evil fairies are fine with their dumb shields, as long as we get this fire robe. Yeah, 25% more damage. I'm going to start on it. So we're at 26 damage. Now we're at 29. Good. I was happy to tank that. Fey Plate, Ghost Slippers, Arcane Frenzy. Enemies-wise, 1 hit should be fine. 1 hit is definitely fine. 1 hit's fine. This should be a quick floor, and that's all I care about is speed. Ten turns, right on the edge of what is acceptable. The treasure here doesn't matter to me. I guess I'll take Ghost Slippers, even though we're not walking. Flat tire. You should be walking. Healing potion. Let's see. Gremlins are annoying. They're immune to 1 damage. Everything else is fine, but there's a lot of gremlins. Vampires are annoying. Let's just try to avoid vampires in general. Whoa. They're 75% resistant to both types, but they only have 5 hit points, so that's fine. Half. Skeletons are completely immune to dark, but not the fire. The level layout, though, is trash. Let's reroll and hope for something better. Silver Melt. Mazy? Ooh, nice and mazy. Only half resistant to fire. This is the floor for me. There's wands there that may or may not be good. Just out of curiosity, we'll take a look at the other ones too. You know what? That's not bad. That is not bad. The question is the wand worth it? Silver Melt is 60 damage dealt to enemies with fire spells. We're actually doing fire for a change. We cast Mercurize for free. That's probably something I want. 2 Chaos spells, a Ruby Heart. Yeah, like, the level layout's good. The wand ain't bad. This is the one. Ten turns. That's, again, just fine. I'll take Silver Melt. There are other ones I would like more than that, but I'll take that for now. Hourglasses are not helpful. Mystic stuff's not helpful. Double mana potions. I am out of mana potions. Only 75% resistant to fire. You're fine, you're fine. Everything here is mostly fine. I think this is the one. Fire Belchers aren't that bad. Not to mention we could take Dark Lord for another 40% damage boost and 3 more charges. So we're up to 35 damage. With our new wand, though, we get some bonus casts of other spells. Oh, we got some ghosts now. Look at that. Beauteous. It took 7 turns. Doesn't matter. I will take Sorceress Flag. Pets, Ruby Heart, Exploding Boots, Fire Frenzy Mask. I hope this is a good layout. It's not terrible. It's not amazing, that mask. Skiing for the very first time. I've got your green slopes on my mind. A lyrical genius, Grim. Are you secretly Weird Al? Clay Kobolds. I think this is probably a good enough floor for me. I do wish I had taken Disintegrator already, but I've taken what I needed to take in the right order. I'm not doubting that. It's just these dumb shields. They vex me so. It's just this one witch. 12 turns, the exact limit. We've been under the limit so far, so that's fine. We have wiggle room because of that. Fire Frenzy Mask. Arcane Frenzy, Red Crystal, Flaming Claw. Just take a look. This is a incredible layout for us. It's just gonna obliterate as it goes down the halls. I don't care about the stuff in the box. You're the only thing with even remote resistance to anything we're doing. I do believe this is where I'll take Prince of Ruin. You ruined my level layout! Nine turns. Excellent. Whenever you're demon minions, I don't have minions, so... Let's take a doll. Hey, doll! A sorcery staff. Is that better? I think at this moment it is better. Like, Mercurize is going off, but who cares? Mercurize is such a slow process. They take 2 poison and 2 physical damage per turn. They turn into a ghost when they're dead. Like, nice and all, but if I replace it with anything, I'll be happy. And a sorcery wand is something that would definitely make me happy. Arcane resist, weak to fire, light fire resist, weak to fire. This is a fine ass floor. Sorcery wand, please. Number of target go up. And then Multimancy, number of targets go up. I am now hitting 7 things per cast. 8 turns, beauteous. Winged shoes, exploding boots. No, like, wide open levels are the ones that are going to have those big open areas where we could fly. I don't care about flying. I care about efficiency. Killing quickly. Burning bag of a horrible layout, even though I want some health. Nope. Alright, Infernal Polar Bears. Half and half. Let's reroll. I think we can do better. Alright, Vaguely Mazy. Has the stupid statues. But that's about it. Dark Tormentors are a little annoying. That's not too bad. The stupid dragons, 100% fire resistant. Idol of Vampirism. Finger 6. On a level with a layout I can get behind. Some annoying stuff like skulls, but that's it. I'm taking the Finger 6. We're now hitting 8 targets per cast. Alright, we have Fire Lord and Dark Lord. So those are our major damage increases. In Sorcery Land, Art Sorcerer gets us another flat 7, which brings us almost to 50 damage per. That would be, obviously, quite nice. But Disintegrator, one cast will get several procs of Disintegrate, which means anything with, like, shields, they lose the shields. Anything with limited health and, like, 3 shields, eyeballs, just erase them. Erase them. So I want Disintegrator. I want to upgrade my spell as well. That way it boomerangs around the level a little bit. Nope. Acceptable, I think. Slime Soul's a little annoying. Let's consider the problem of Slime Soul. 450 health. It only takes half damage from fire, 2 shields. We have stupid eggs that are going to grow into dragons. But otherwise, this is probably fine. It'll be a little slow. Can I really, like, no level with... There are no levels with hearts that are mazy? You wound me! This is the one, I think. Could re-roll, but... when you see a good level, you should probably just take a good level. How many teleports do I have? 2? Oh, and the temptation for re-rolling is high. Let's see. Completely immune to fire, but the dark damage will still do its job. And then they're going to grow into dragons that are immune. I should really try and get some immunity-removing swords. Got an Earthquake Orb, 2 stopwatches. You know what? I'm going to re-roll, because it's not a perfect level, and we could probably find something better. Like, that one's not too bad. That's nice and mazy, but completely immune to fire. Actually, this is probably fine. But I want a heart! Why, game? Fire Wizard is the only problem here, I think. 7 shields. Now hold on. I hit 8 targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every turn I hit each of them once. I'm going here. I'm gonna take a dagger. That's like every wizard will get shot once per turn. He has 3 turns before he disappears. Could you, like, hit him with the dark ones? Come on. That took 11 turns. We're still under 12. We have not exceeded 12 turns once. And we're already halfway through. Gold Star does nothing for me. We'll just look at the levels. Reroll. See if we can get something mazy. It's a little better. Wait, are there skills on every one? Orb Lord, Armorer, Blood Reaping. None of that works for me. Blood Reaping, Archconjurer, Radiant Shield does nothing for me. Pure Strike, Thunderlord, Righteous March. Amazing. I've never seen every floor have a scroll of skills. So this is the maziest one. The Idol of Sorcery, having 2 of them is a little bit of a bummer, but all the minions are super easy to kill. I think that's the floor. Once again, I'm getting no hearts. I fear for my health. Boomerang. Yeah, 7 turns. Perfect. These ghosts just appearing and disappearing. Whenever an enemy dies to holy damage, allies witnessing it gain a shield. Thunderlord, whenever an allied unit deals physical damage to an enemy, if the source of that damage is shielded, redeal half of it. I'll take Righteous March, because we will eventually have some holy damage. I think I'm done there. I'm gonna take Arch Sorcerer just for the flat 7 damage increase. So we're at 52 damage per. With 8 different targets. And now all of my upgrades are going to be like damage spread stuff. Alright, none of these level layouts are good, but there's an Aether Dagger. I would like an Aether Dagger. Fire Belchers are fine. Even at 75% resistance to fire, who cares now? Worm Shamblers suck, but not bad. Old Witch Lich are the bummers, but they're weak to fire. OMG? Honey Cake is so good. Oh, hell yeah, it is. It's a terrible level layout, but it has a heart. I really want a heart. Yes! It's a soft, pillowy graham cracker. Ooh, that was a nice floor. Sorcerer's Orb ain't the worst thing to grab, but level layout's not ideal. That's a nice level layout. We do unfortunately have Burning Drakes. But even then, probably okay there. And that's a no from me. Reroll. We already have our sorcery staff. That's a no. You know, again, levels like this. It's like I could hit every wizard in one turn. That ain't bad. We make up for the lack of good layout with just pure violence. Ooh. Have clarity for a moment. Let's teleport down here. Flash of lightning. Blinds. It's really, I don't want to be glassed. One. Alright, that was our slow floor, and that only took 20. We're at 15 at 134 turns. We're still doing good time-wise. Chanter's Boon does nothing for me. Collected Agony does nothing for me. Shielded Minions, I guess, just in case we get pets. You know, my ghost shoes are making shielded ghosts. Hell no! First time trying it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Shielded Minions does nothing for exotic pets, sir. Hey, it's working on my ghosts. My ghosts come out of my shoes. What do you have to say about that, Pix? Victory munch on whatever this thing was. Elf. Storm Fiends. I want Ruby Hearts. They don't put them on levels that are mazy, though. Alright. I would like to start right here, but then we have a Chimera in my face. But this is a pretty nice layout. I don't like the Warlock, though. Let's reroll. No, we've already rerolled. Oh, no. Well, in that case, I do want a heart. I think I'll start right here. Nine. 14. How am I taking this much damage? Wizard deals fire damage, dark damage, fire damage, dark damage to wizard with hate bolts. How am I taking damage from my own hate bolts? Oh, all remaining enemies deal damage to the wizard. Right. I remember now. 2 fire or dark damage to the caster. At 25 health remaining. We probably need to do this. God, they're shielded because they're lightning, which is such a bummer. Alright, 25 turns. Again, a little slow. But we went really efficiently in the early floors for this reason. Because we knew, as we got deeper in, things would get a little slower. I doubt a floor with a mother of spiders is gonna be... That's what I thought. I wonder what the last enemy I have to kill is. I only have one thing left in my bestiary. And I don't know what it is. So I don't know how to look for it. That's why I wish I could open it while I'm playing. Reroll. Come on, Ruby Heart. Okay, not a bad layout. The problem is giant flaming skulls. Giant flaming skulls are bad. They are quite bad. Jar of Quicksilver. Again, I don't think Jar of Embers is in the game anymore. I haven't seen it in so long. Not the worst level layout. Just, no hearts there. Dark resist. Dark... everything's a lich on that floor. Screw that place. I think this is the one. Let's get Fiery Judgment so we can do some holy damage. Starfire for arcane damage spread. I already took Prince of Ruin. Alright, I think next is going to be Crackle Void. That way the arcane also does lightning. And I do think this is probably the best one for me. The prize doesn't matter to me. Maybe I'll hide... Arcane Combustion right now. I guess if I'm far enough away, Arcane Combustion can't kill me. But also, I'm alright. You never know when it's gonna come back and kill you. Pass through. Oh, they don't. I think right here is a nice starting point. Arcane Combustion. Arcane Combustion makes me feel good. One. There we go. 9 turns. Much better. Would I like an amber cube? An enchanting claw? A jar of quicksilver? Or a witch whistle? Witch whistle! A witch whistle! Bloodlord, Icy Vengeance, Arch Enchanter! Not a great floor, I imagine, yeah. A lot of dark resists. I think everything here is a highly dark resistant. Heart! Please! I beg you! I don't have any health. Nice and mazy. Nice and mazy. 75 and 50 is unfortunately a lot of resistance at that much health. That is annoying. That is a bummer. As nice as the layout is, only taking 25% dark and 50% fire is a bummer. Like, we're doing good damage, but not that good. Reroll and hope. A ruby heart. Gotta hate you. Sorcerer's Orb is nice. Hate the layout. 75% resist in the dark. Completely resist in the dark. 50% resist in the dark. Weak to fire. Like, there's only the 3 of them, but... I'm sorry. 4 of them. I'm so sorry, sir. You know, with your weakness to fire, you're gonna take twice the fire damage, which means you're taking twice the holy damage as well. Giant Sack of Filth will go down quick. Giant Massive Eyes, once it splits and we start doing our Disintegrate, it's not the worst thing, but it still sucks. Honestly, this might be the floor just because the number of targets means we hit each of them each time. Problem is, you know, 3,000 health. As long as we hit you with fire, you're taking 52, and then you're taking another 52. You're taking 100 damage per cast. It's still a lot of turns. It's only if I hit you with fire. And same thing with you. I think we just want to avoid large bosses unless they are squishy. Or have like a 100... a minus 100% to fire. So we can double up on fire and holy. That said, all these floors are bad and have one of the problems on them. Lightning Artist. 3.5. This might be the one. Like, I could hide from line of sight for quite a while from these guys. It would take him quite a few turns to get up here. This guy would die in the meantime. I have a stopwatch if I need it. I think this floor will suck, but it might be the least sucky? Giant Massive Eyes is on this floor too. And this has Ultimate Mind Devour with Elf Lightning Artists. You take enemies that remain alive, it's after the channeling is over. It's all remaining enemies. So, like, if we're on this floor, if I channel and none of them die, we're only taking 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. So this is limited damage coming back my way. This one we have quite a few, healthier enemies that are also 75 and 50% resistant, 100% to 1. I feel like this one might be a somewhat slow floor, but it won't be the slowest. It's not Flesh Colossus. I could hit each of them every time. And this guy will zerg through his shields pretty fast. I think this is the one. Yeah, the Shamblers are the big problem. That's where I lose a lot of health. Yeah, this is working out fine. That only took 13 turns. That's only one over my desired, like, do not exceed 12 turns. That was a pretty good floor. I got a Sorcerer's Orb out of it, which means we're going from 52 to 55 damage. Amazing! We're on Realm 18. Let's take Crackle Void. Alright, in Sorcery, we're done. We got Arch Sorcerer, we got Disintegrator. In Arcane, we got Crackle Void, we got Starfire. We got Multimancy, we do not need Master of Space. Fire Arcane, gain Star Charge. We could take Void Flame Lantern. Otherwise, pretty sure we're done here. In the Dark category, we could take Soul Harvest, but, like, it doesn't matter. We have 6 casts. We really, if we need more than that, we have 3 potions. If it takes more than a potion, we're going too slow. But we are going to probably have more points than we need in the end. We could do something like Ghost Fire. We are doing Dark and Fire at the same time, so... if it just pulls a little aggro, that's not bad. Ooh, Melting Armor for Disintegrator damage. Willis. That's an interesting idea. I like Ghost Fire too, though. And then the Fire Department. We are currently trying to beat the game in under 250 turns. That's the goal. Under 250 turns. We are currently at 181 turns on floor 18. We're on track. Melting Armor, though. That is nice. Let's take Melting Armor. Oh, Ghost Fire's 5. Yeah, we could take Icy Vengeance to go with it, too. For an achievement. There's an achievement for beat the game under 500 turns, beat the game under 1,000 turns, and beat the game under 250 turns. We've done under 1,000 turns. Now we're trying to go for sub 250, which will get us the sub 500 at the same time. It's also a oneer run, so we'll get the oneer achievement. And I think would also be my 10th win. So, like, I might just get, like, a bunch of achievements out of the way here. Yeah, Icy Vengeance, if we kill our own ghosts, that's just extra damage too. So I can get behind that. Alright, I think we have a clear path for future skill point spending. That is an excellent layout. Unfortunately, the enemy types are horrible. So can't go there. No problem. Winterbringer's an easy kill, but this is a pretty crappy floor. And completely immune to fire, half to dark. Not great. We do have an Aether Dagger for emergencies. We haven't re-rolled yet. Let's Portal Key. Because this is... it's 18, we might as well. Completely immune to fire, but weak to dark. Only half to fire and half to dark. 75 and 25. But doesn't heal. It's not the horrible version of these we saw earlier. This might not be the worst one. Oh, actually, hold on. The skulls. Only 50%. Alright, this is actually probably not that bad. That's an option. Again, we don't want to deal with these guys if we can avoid them. We already looked at that one. Oh, this would have been a great floor if it wasn't for the enemy types here. Like, these are the kind of floors we want to see more of, just not with completely immune to dark and fire types. However, I have an Aether Dagger. Too risky? I have an Aether Dagger and a golden stopwatch. Immune dudes will spawn. With the stopwatch, we might be able to get through it quick enough that they won't, but it is a problem. We only have the one. It is true. Alright, I'm gonna re-roll, just in case. Like, there was one floor there that didn't look too bad, but we might find multiple floors that are... Ew! Not that one. Maybe. Probably not, though. 75 and 25. Those are the bad skulls. Copper Fiends are a bummer. 100% and 50%. I mean, it worked out last time. The problem is hiding from this thing. It'd only take him a few turns to step up enough. This could still work out for me. Oh, 100% resistant the dark and fire. Well, we do again. We have our dagger. If we need to, we have it. Oh, hello. 75% just to fire. 100% to dark, but weak to holy, so the fire damage would be spectacular. This could work out. This is just a killing hallway if they try to get to me. Problem is this guy's gonna be on top of me immediately. But nothing he could do can stun me or slow me down. Alright, let's think about it. We'll take full damage. We'll take full damage, double damage really, if we could hit him with the fire beams. So it's a coin flip every time we cast as whether or not we do damage to these guys. Infernal Shrew's a bummer. I have a stopwatch for emergencies. But that might be the best floor so far. Nothing is immune to both types. That's the important thing. Five dark beam damage. Phase bolts. I don't think Shrew stuns anymore, right? Oh, it does stun the source for 2 turns. That's a bummer. That breaks our channeling. God damn it. Alright, we're on 18. We're about to do 19. That means 20 will be the boss, and then 21 is obviously the Mordred fight. If I were to just use my dumb dagger here, these guys would lose their resistances. It's minimal damage coming my way. I have a stopwatch. I think this is the one for me. Except for this. This is a problem. But it's normal shamblers. If we could get lucky with our... Basically, the hope is Prince of Ruin takes them out for us. That's the hope. And I could start on a heart, so I have an extra health to power through the problems that presents me. Like, we're in the last few floors. We're gonna be taking a few extra minutes here. So Shrew's gonna stun me and ruin my channeling. This one, the danger is the stupid Bone Shambler is adding too much damage on my end of cast. This one has that same problem with a bunch of annoying enemy types. Yeah, it's really, do we want to deal with potential too much damage, or do we want to deal with... I feel like this is the one. Once we remove the resistance, these guys go down fast. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I will open with a stopwatch, and then dagger, and then hate bolts. We got insanely lucky on that one. Less lucky here, but maybe... Jesus! I think one more cast, they should all die. But at 50 health if they don't. Like, this guy will take damage, which will cause... Disintegrate to go off. Yeah, teleport to a safe spot is probably not a bad idea. Oh, the damage goes off, though. Oh my god! Which just one more run is this? That was just the one more run. We haven't gotten past the one more. I should have just channeled for one more turn. Or just used a healing potion. Why are you listening to me? I mean, let's hash it out, because we are learning as we go here. Our options were drink a healing potion. We would have taken another wave of damage, but that was probably the right move, is just heal. Teleport, which I wasn't sure how that one would work. Like, we wouldn't take damage from them, but also I wasn't sure, like, would that interrupt the damage redeal that we take from hate bolts? Apparently it doesn't interrupt it. We are canceling the spell, but that still counts as the end of the channel. So, that's knowledge. Knowledge is power. And then the other option would have been just let it channel one more time. You think one more channel, enough of the eyes would have killed me. So, there was a good pile of them there, but we had 8 targets. All we needed was one of them to hit the big guy. I don't remember how many, well, I guess we could find out. Whoop, not like that we can't. I don't know what happened there. I was clicking on the game. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Zip through. I mean, honestly, we were on track there. We would have gotten it if we didn't fuck up here. Oh, it's not gonna show me how many were on the screen? No, this is not the right floor. Here we go. This is the one. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this guy fucks it up. So these guys were all either 1 hit point, no shields, or 1 shield, 1 hit point. We had 8 targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 potential targets. If one target goes here out of the 8, that would have caused Disintegrate to go off. Half of these would have died. The other half would have lost shields. If this one pops, though, nah, we probably still would have died. It really depends on how Prince of Ruin would have reacted in that situation. All we needed was less than 25 of them to be alive. We had, what, 50 health? Somewhere in the ballpark of 50 health, right? We'll round down a little bit. We would need less than 20 total things to be alive on the screen. Prince of Ruin may have cleaned up enough. Basically, had we potions, we survive. Had we channeled one more time, I say that's a 50-50 on whether or not we live or die. And teleporting was a guaranteed death, but we didn't know that. I kind of was thinking like you, Pix, like it would not have done the damage. The remaining eyes would have shot you. Ah, good point, good point. I still would put me at 50%. Like, it's possible we would have killed all except for whatever split out of this guy, and even then Prince of Ruin would probably take out 1 or 2 of them. I would still say 1 was a guaranteed survival, 1's a guaranteed death, and 1 was a 50-50. We took the guaranteed death, but we didn't know it was guaranteed death. I thought perhaps it would kind of circumvent that end of channeling effect if we teleport, but it doesn't. But yeah, I do think, like, we were 193 turns, and we had 2 floors left. I think we were on track there. That was very close. And we learned a valuable lesson. A deadly valuable lesson. Really, I think, if I were going to change something about what we did there, I did stopwatch, I did the dagger. I should have teleported and then cast. That way I was completely out of the view for all the spawning eyeballs. That would have been nice. Or maybe if I had drill shoes, I could have just, like, tunneled in. Anyway, I gotta pee. But I'm kind of curious about, like, if we do one more, I'm pretty sure we could crack through this. But I also kind of want to look at Bazaar. A game we have never seen before, but I have access to it now. But either way, you let me know what you're interested in while I go pee.